animal. So the next speaker is Bibiana Vilà from the National University of Lujan. I don't know exactly how to say it. And the talk will be about the welfare of animals and people in the pastoral and space, challenge and opportunities in pandemic times. I think that we all have to thank Bibiana for, because a special thank because in Argentina it's very, very early in the morning. So thank you a lot again for being here with us.
No, thank you for your invitation. Thank you very much. I'm quite happy to be here. Yes, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. And I will present a PowerPoint. Okay. Can you see it, the PowerPoint?
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to work to talk about the welfare of animals and people in the pastoral Andean space, challenges and opportunities in pandemic time. Jujuy is the northwestern province of Argentina and has the largest percentage of mountains landscape in the country. It has a wide range of ecosystems, and I work particularly in the Puna or Altiplano, a dry, cold, high elevation Andean ecosystem with a semi-desert vegetation community that consists mainly of sharp steppe and tussocks and short grasses. In the Altiplano ecosystem, the contribution to people support a long life and cultural distinctive socio-ecological system, the Andean pastoralism. And this is based on domestic camelids, particularly the llamas, this one. That is, these are the 4 species of South American camelids: guanacos, the wild vicuña, the llama, and the alpaca. And the Andean pastoral system has one of the main livelihoods is the llama breeders that are members of indigenous community and practice subsistence economy. They live in isolated places and high mobility between different elevational ranges using llama caravans. And llamas provide numerous contributions to people, mainly the fiber and the meat, which are 2 key resources for pastoral livelihoods. Here you can have the shearing of a llama and then the killing of the llama, and they collect the blood. This is important. And I work in northern Argentina in the border with Bolivia in Santa Catalina town, a small town, and also in a town called Barrancas that has a huge ecological importance. This is a rock map from the Incas. And as soon as the quarantine was lifted, it was possible to travel, and I went there in April 2021. And I work in the 2 places. And I also interview the children at school. And we made 55 interviews and surveys and participant observation regarding the COVID infection. And it's funny because most of the people knew the distant beginning of China in China, and they have ideas how they reach their small towns. And in the villages, the people could identify the person who brought the COVID disease in the town. And most of the family really lack the face-to-face classes in school because they have no internet access. And most of the information was through the common radio. And several children have developed the disease or have elderly relatives who have become ill and have died. Because the medical attention in institutions was very deficient, very bad, most of the people went to the rural areas and get isolated in their mud houses there. A woman told me that they didn't want to go to the hospital because she was going to be forgotten there without being visited and not receiving medicines. So she, that was affected with COVID, decided to went to the field. So the pastoral livelihoods receive a lot of people who emigrate to the cities, and now because of the COVID, went back to the field. They use a lot of common traditional treatments. Some of them are worldwide, like eucalyptus, onion, garlic, ginger. And honey was another component of the homemade medicines, but also they use a lot of local traditional medicines, like this plant that is called chareta, quinchamayal, pupusa, and cortadera. But something very interesting happened with the llamas, because as perhaps you know, as medical doctors, the llama provide a key immune therapy because they have antibodies that are small and simple and can be redesigned. And this is not just the llamas, it's all the camelids and also the camels in the old world. The dromedary and the Bactrian camel also have this property of this kind of antibodies. And because of that, llama were very important in the search for COVID treatments. And they also have a lot of papers on the possibility of having these antibodies for COVID made by the immune system of the llamas. But what happened? That this is one of the papers, but in the radio and also in the newspapers and also in the TV in South America, they said a lot about the importance of the llama, of the antibodies of the llama for COVID treatments. And several questions arise here. What about the llama's antibody and the Nagoya Protocol? Can Andean communities share royalties from treatment development with extra Andean llama antibodies? Because they use llama that live in labs outside the Andes area. And also what happened that in the newspaper, we have this kind of titles. In the blood of the llamas is the key to cure the coronavirus. So in our interviewers, several people that saw that information on the TV, they didn't realize that in the blood of the llama is the key, but you have to take the llama to a lab and then to take the blood of the llama and make a kind of process to have this antibody. So they drank the blood of the llama, and several of them claim that it was effective, an effective medicine. That was very interesting because they didn't have any medicines in that area, and they used the llama blood, and they say that it was effective. Now we are dealing with the post-COVID problems of the economy in the Altiplano. So we are trying to rebuild the economy, putting a lot of effort in the sustainable use of the llama fiber to support local production of high quality fabric. And many of the local skills and knowledge related to fiber cleaning, spinning, twisting, weaving are being lost, are eroded with young people. So we decided to make a spinning contest as a way to rebuild the knowledge of the spinning and weaving of llama fiber. So these are some of the pictures of the contest that was organized by the indigenous community on the area. Brings together 3 indigenous communities, the Atusapis, the Aucarpina Champi, and the Peña Coloradas and Canchillas. We classify the people in age groups, and this is the children and the young and the older women. This was the traditional way of spinning, and also we took this, the call of this is pushkas, and we took the pushkas and then decide the prices. That was very difficult because several of them were very good. So we sponsored the spinning concert organized by the indigenous communities, and was a success because we were expecting few people and there were more than 40 people there. So thank you very much, and I'm happy to answer some questions if you have some. Thank you.
Okay, thank to you. It's really very interesting. I didn't know anything about the blood of llama. I only hope that they have not to kill llama to
No. Please, you have to differentiate about the wild South American camelids are forbidden to be killed, especially the vicuña. But the llama is a domestic animal that evolved in the Andes from 5,000 years ago with the people. So they are used as any domestic animal with meat and the fiber.
Okay.
So this is legal. This is a domestic animal.
It was just a joke. So thank you a lot for your presentation.